I'm screen recording. I'm going to speak about IVueit, which I haven't spoken about in a while, and delivered. I'm screen recording so I can flip the camera. I noticed this a few months ago when they started building it, and today it felt right to show it off. This was a view that I did. I completed this 3 times. They kept thinking that there was something on this property. It was an empty lot, and I sent them a picture of whatever sign was here. And before I knew it, this is affordable housing, and it's expected to be completed by July 2023. It's for affordable housing, affordable living. That's what that's about. I did this view, and the 3rd time they sent it to me, I said, I don't want to complete it again. It was only $10. I live around the corner. What don't you get? This is the sign. There's nothing on this property. It was just a lot. People will cut through it. And they kept thinking there was a church on this property. No, there wasn't. Look, my views got this built. Now, why share this with you? And then this is for construction employment. I'll look it up. I never heard about this. Section 3 residents. And they're looking for workers, affordable workers. I think that's what that's about. Okay, let me get in the shade for a moment. IVueit for clients. Request interior and exterior views on any residential or commercial location and start receiving the data back in sometimes just minutes. See your properties from the customer's point of view. You can look it up, learn more about it, but the point of telling you that is, IVueit really works, and I've noticed it in other locations. This was an empty lot for years, and look what they're doing now, affordable housing. And it looks like it's going to be beautiful. Nice location on the other side of this building. Now, I remember they were talking to me like, what is the problem? Why are you having such a hard time with this? And I was like, listen, I mean, they paid $10. They wanted me to take a picture of the property, answer some questions. There's nothing on this property. I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to complete it again. What don't you understand? And they kept telling me, what's wrong with you? And they kept saying, there should be a mall. There should be a mall, like right next to it. There should be a mall on that property. I'm like, no, there's not a mall. On the other side, people will cut through. That's the back of a strip mall on Merrick Road. This is a great location for a building like this because there's a lot of things you can walk to. You got the post office, you have the library, you have other stores just on the other side of Merrick Road, and you have that strip mall. So this is a prime location for affordable housing. It looks like it's going to be really pretty. In the middle of that building down there is beautiful. I've delivered there. The building next to it, it's beautiful inside. It's a very well kept. They keep it updated. It's clean, it's beautiful. It really is nice. Basic living, affordable living, but it is nice. And then you have these buildings here. It's a nice location. I kept telling them the church is on the corner. The church is not over here. This was an empty lot. Not anymore. Commercial use. Now, let me just get across the street, and I want to speak about delivered with you. I just want to get in the shade so I can see the camera. I accepted one for tomorrow. In the middle of the day, it paid at least $30. My last video was choppy for some reason. I don't know, something was going wrong with YouTube. But the point is, I turned down another one after I uploaded that video, and I turned down 3 yesterday, and I'm going to show you. Here we go. I just don't want to share. I'm delivering to there for 30 and change. I accepted that. You can see here, $30.63. I said, okay. This one, I received 3 yesterday. This one is Comac, and the delivery is Port Jefferson Station. That's really far. They wanted to pay, that was $35.22. Still not enough money. That's very far from where I live. Delivered needs drivers. If you live in Suffolk County, you would get a lot of jobs from delivered. That's for sure. because they have a lot in Suffolk County. But from Freeport, does that make any sense for me? Not at all. That would have to be more like $100 from where I live. This one is Jericho Turnpike, the guac shop, which I've picked up at many times, and West Islip, $21. That's not worth it. But if you live right there, that might be worth it. And here's one more, the other one I turned down. Again, guac shop, Jericho, to Manhasset, $20.45. It's just not worth it. So I did finally say yes to one. I haven't completed any delivered this week. I don't think I did any this week. But $30 and over, and to a place that I've delivered to before. And I know I'm going to go out at that time. I'm going to plan my day. I'm going to kick off with that, and I'm going to work for a few hours. That's what I'm going to do. You can't say yes to all of them. Delivered needs drivers. Visit dlivrd, dlivrd.io. My last video got some dislikes about delivered, but I'm just stating the obvious. Someone like me that lives in Freeport, Nassau County, to drive all the way to West Islip, for a couple of bucks, it's not worth it. You know, it's just not worth it. But for someone who lives out there, they get a lot of Suffolk County orders. IVueit works. Now, I did add the app to my phone again, and I forgot to complete 2 views. It was so little pay that it wasn't even on my mind. I guess, you know, I completed IVueit. I was really into it. We didn't get any snow this past winter. The 2 winters before that, I was driving my Ford Focus, and I drove around town. And if you follow me, you know for a fact, and I mean, I show it on the videos. I worked a couple of days for 5 hours and broke $600. They were paying top dollar. I was giving a view on site and real time information sent to the property owner or the company owner of what was going on with their bank. It was all about banks when I did it. I did it for 2 years. And then I say 6 more times I broke $400 in 6 hours, and that's not bad. Half those banks are closed. So IVueit works. And that is the wave of the future for extra income, but they got really cheap like most of these apps do. They at first they pay a lot of money. But then, you know, $8, $6, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I'd rather just complete a couple of Ubers or Grubhubs or do an Instacart if I'm going to do that, you know. That's how I see it. So this was one of my works, and they actually said, what is the problem? What is the problem? Whoever was on the other end just kept thinking that I had a problem. I obviously didn't. I was telling them, look at the pictures. This is an empty lot. And look what they're building now. And it looks like it's going to be beautiful. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, folks. Bye for now.